Hi, it's BarbaraMichelle. Thank you for joining me for another scrapbook page process video. For this layout, I'll be using that first paper there is from a paper pad by We Are Memory Keepers called Wildflower. And the second pattern paper is also from a paper pad, and it's by Paper House called In the Wild. That's just the B side of one of the papers. That was a double-sided paper pad. They're usually not like that, but so first I was going to stick down my photo, but then I remembered I like to ink the edges. I often do that. I tape it up first and then put the ink on. And so now I'm just putting the photo down and I will trim it up again. And then I'm going to also ink the edges of the pattern paper. I use the Stays On ink just for inking up all the edges for this particular layout. I'll ink up the edges for this one and for this pattern paper, and then most of the other papers and cards, any of the paper embellishments that I use on this layout. So the photo that I'm scrapbooking today is of me and my husband before we were married. Actually, it was from 1997, and we went on a cruise. We flew into San Juan. And then we went on a cruise to some of the Virgin Islands. We went to St. John and St. Thomas, St. Croix. I think there was another one in there, but I cannot remember the name of the island. So right now I'm just pulling out some bits and pieces that I plan to use on the layout. I really like that globe as we went. It represents our traveling. And I love that camera. I'm not sure exactly where that came from. An ephemera pack, I'm sure. So that little banner there, it was just this rectangle, and I'm just giving it some fishtails. It says On a Journey. And I put that on the camera lens, and then it inspired me to use this epoxy sticker. I put a different sticker up, I can't think of the name of what they're called right now. A flare. I put a flare on there. That's it. And then I put the epoxy sticker. It gave a little bit of dimension and different texture to the camera. It was just right over where the lens would go. I liked the way it turned out. Alright, so now I'm just going to stick down some of the things I know I want. The photo, and then that little card that says Come Away With Me. That will be part of my title. And I did cut that other card. It says I love right now. I cut it in half because I plan to use the bottom of it, the lined part, for my journaling. However, it doesn't actually make it on the layout. I will change that out a little later in the video for something larger. So I'm just inking up the edges of the globe. I'll be putting that down. This was a really great trip. We had a good time. The boat mostly, I don't remember the cruise line, but the boat mostly sailed at night. So, and then in the day they would dock at the different islands, and we would get to spend the day at the islands. We usually just found a beach and did that. We did do one island tour where the guide on the bus gave us some information about the island. I think it was St. Croix where we did the tour. And then we also ended up, just going to the beach. They had beautiful beaches. The water was gorgeous. Gorgeous. But the picture that is on the photo is actually of us on the boat. I think we're at the dock at San Juan there before we got going on our trip. So now I'm still just fussing around, seeing what I'm going to put on the layout. That little sticker says Bon Voyage. I bought it. It was a travel set, and I used most of it on a different trip layout page. I think one from when we went to the Lake of the Ozarks just recently with the kids. Now I'm going to switch out that journaling card. So this is just a piece of white cardstock, and I trimmed it down to size, and I'm going to add some lines. I use a blue gel pen, and my ruler to keep it nice and straight. I think it might be a sparkly blue gel pen. I'm not sure. No, just blue. It's just blue. I move that little banner down to the bottom. This layout is very top heavy, and I realize that later after the video's over, and I make a few changes, which I'll show at the end of the video. But for right now I'm just adding the title, the word to the title, Getaway. So the whole title is going to be Come Away With Me, Let's Get Away. And I didn't have any stickers that say let's, so I just wrote it with my little pen. Now I'm just adding some little clear jewels, some bling. They're tiny little ones, and I just put them on top of the stars that are already on the page. Just give it some shine and some more dimension. I really like the little jewels. And that's going to be the last thing I do as a part of the video. I'll show you some close-ups. And then, like I said, the layout seems very top heavy, so I move that camera down to the bottom. Here we go. This is the finished one. I moved the camera and I added one more little circle globe thing, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.